Mark DeLuca and Supernova. What's going on, guys? How's Saudi Arabia?
Everything is good. It's nice and hot out here.
Yeah?
What's up, Mill City? How you doing?
How you doing, Mark?
All good, brother.
So, man, how excited are you guys? Obviously, I was just looking at you guys are fighting Ray Savage. Um, Listen, talk to me. What do you think about your opponent? And obviously, I want to get right into it because he's been throwing some hot shit out, and I wanted to get your reactions to it and all that. So, yeah, what do you think about Ray Savage right now?
He's a good fighter. He's that way he's at for a reason. Can't underestimate him. He has the skills that he has. He's a former world champion. So yeah, no, he's a good fighter.
Mark?
Yeah, no. He's on. He's definitely, he is what everyone sees. He good skills, good pedigree. Um, yeah, I just think Abraham's the biggest 130. Not, I think I know Abraham's the biggest, strongest 130 pounder that he's faced coming up from 126. So, it's going to be good.
Where do you think his skill level lies from Oshaki Foster? He says that he believes that you won that fight, and he's going to be giving you the whooping that Oshaki Foster deserves.
That's his opinion. I can't say much about that. That's his opinion. If he thinks that, he has to believe in himself, and that's what he thinks. There's a lot of fighters in this game that are delusional.
Tell me, do you when do you feel like you beat Shockey?
Absolutely, don't you?
It was a very close fight, but I definitely believe that you edged it. Yeah, for sure. It was a close fight.
Yeah,
Um, Now, speaking of that, when you look at Oshaki's skills versus, Ray Savage's skills, who do you feel like is subpar? Who do you feel like is more elite? Or is that something that you feel like you have to wait until, this Saturday?
absolutely. Like you said, I have to wait till Saturday. I can't say because I could probably fight Ray Siren and it could be done in 1 round, or it could be a hell of a night for 10 rounds. So I can't really say compare them because I still haven't been in with them. But once I'm in there with them, and then I could say you guys could see and I could say afterwards.
Mark obviously looking at both styles and studying them both, and dissecting the styles. What do you see in Ray Savage versus Oshaki Foster and some of the other opponents that Abraham Nova has been able to face?
I think, you know, Ray's a really good southpaw. I think Oshaki. If I'm comparing the two, I think Oshaki. Oshaki is very underrated in terms of his versatility. He's a big dude too. Oshaki's solid. He might not be super tall, but he's wide. He's strong. He's a dog too. He's been in some dog fights. So like he's a mover. He'll sit in the pocket. He'll go southpaw, go righty. And a fighter that people forgot that Abraham squared off with was Robesi. Robesi at the time, before he's ran into a couple of obstacles in the last couple of fights. Before that, man, he was looking to be like the next Lara. Everyone was high on him, and his skill set was very sharp. I think Ray kind of falls in between both of those fighters, both Robesi and Oshaki. I think he falls right in between both of them. He's not as mobile as Oshaki, but I don't think he's as I don't want to say sharp, but he is very sharp. But I don't know. I just think Robesi got a little bit more pizzazz to his style than Ray does. Ray will sit in the pocket. He'll fill you up. He'll like to counter punch you. He'll sharpshoot you if he can. But Abraham's going to be throwing them bombs at him. So we'll see if he can counter punch some bombs.
So I remember when you took that loss with Robesi, you was like kind of like in the shelf, kind of like figuring out where can I get the big fight. I was interviewing you, and now you got this opportunity. Obviously, you got to fight for the title with Oshaki, but now this opportunity with Turkeykey putting on this card. How does it feel, and what does that feel like as well? Come from where you come from.
It's a blessing. God works in mysterious ways. To be back at the big stage where I belong, it's a blessing. I mean, I'm very grateful and I'm appreciated that I'm here in Saudi Arabia fighting under the Turkey out of Kishi card, and I'm just ready to perform and do what I do best and win.
Mark?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's not an accident that Abraham's fighting out here. Turkey has a specific model to his boxing business, and Abraham fits right into that. Turkey wants great fights. He wants fighters that lay out there, and no what is he called? Tom and Jerry, no Tom and Jerry fights.
Right.
So, Abraham's definitely not one of those guys. He throws down and fights to the very end. So, Turkey reached out. I know that Abraham, well, Raymond wasn't supposed to fight Abraham, wasn't slated to fight Abraham, but they reached out to Abe for a reason. It wasn't just first come first serve. They wanted Turkey wants guys like Abe. They want guys that put on good fights and lay it on out there. So Abraham's definitely that guy.
You know, Ray said that Shockey ducked him in this situation. Do you feel the same way? Or do you feel like Turkey was specifically aiming for you?
I can't say, they know what they know. I can't say if he ducked them or not. Um, but if you think about it, Oshaki's the top rank. I don't know. I heard he's making works with Stephen Fulton, so I don't know how he ducked him or whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say because
Yeah.
that's not.
He said, she said,
Yeah,
business
that's like
shit. Who knows?
yeah,
I can't see Oshaki ducking anybody.
yeah.
He's probably ducking bad checks, bad paydays. That's probably what he's ducking the most. So I don't know if Ray was bringing that money that Oshaki deserves and wants. So that's probably what it comes down to. Because I can't see Oshaki ducking anybody. Can you? I mean, he'll fight anybody. So I don't know. I don't think
Yeah,
that's it.
because it seems like Turkey's offers are he tries to aim for the highest pay you've ever done as more of the fighters. Is that true? Is he like that?
Yeah, I don't know. Does he pay the guys the most? Must be
Yeah,
right.
he has to be. Yeah.
He got us all the way out here in fucking Saudi Arabia,
That's what
so
I
for
was
a
thinking.
reason.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
asking you. Like you all already over there. Like you gotta be
I mean,
right.
man, I would have loved Madison Square Garden or somewhere close with a lot of a lot of familiar faces, especially the Puerto Rican and Dominican people for Abraham. But he got us out here in Saudi Arabia, which is a great country. But yeah, Turkey taking over.
Abraham, tell me what's your prediction on the fight?
For me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna win.
Whoa, baby.
Yeah, that's it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna win.
In any means, what you're saying, like at any means necessary type of deal. Do you?
Win by any means necessary. We get him out. We get him out of there. We get him out of there. We give a decision. Decision. Win by disqualification. By disqualification. But we're gonna win.
What do you think about the experience level? Who do you feel like has the more higher experience?
Well, I don't have to say it. It's a blue. Everybody can see it. I obviously do, and I mean, I've been in definitely tougher, bigger fights than he has. I mean, I have way more fights than him. So that's a day and night question. I've definitely got more experience than him, especially in this platform.
Hmm. Uh, Mark, do you feel like that's the major factor that people are not looking at?
Ray's fought good fighters. He's a former world champ. But Abraham has faced a ton of adversity in this past year, and not so much just like coming short on fights or bad decisions or just like changing promotional teams and still staying in the gym when he really didn't have anything popping at the time. So like that says a lot about Abraham's resiliency and his willing to stay on stay on track and stay with the game plan, not waiting for one of these opportunities to crack, but staying ahead of it and staying ready. Like Abe's been in the gym, he's been training in Boston since March, and with really no date in sight. He just knew that the call was going to happen, so he had to be ready for the call. Here we are, the call happened, and he's was not off the couch. He was in the gym. He actually got the call when he was training. He was already like he was running on the treadmill. The call came in. He jumped off the treadmill, started talking. So like he was already in that mindset. So yeah, Ray's fought good fighters and everything, but and every fighter deals with their own adversities. But Abraham's adversity has been more public, with those tough losses, tough like bad decisions, leaving top rank. So I that's a big factor. You know what I mean? I feel, I feel that that's something that's strengthened and molded Abraham over the last year.
Is there anybody in your resume that you feel like resembles like a Ray Savage, or do you feel like this is something that you feel like it's a test for yourself as well?
Yeah, definitely it says for itself. I mean, he's a different fighter, so I can't compare him to no other fighter. He has what he has. He does good what he does good in, and on Saturday night, we'll get to it, and we'll see what he brings. I'm not really like judging fighter based off other fighters. I dissect each fighter differently. So he has what he has, and when it comes fight night, I mean, our job is to break it. I mean, break them down and get the victory.
I mean,
Um,
Abraham has fought the best southpaws out there. I mean, between Rabasi and Oshaki, it's really hard to say that. I don't know if Raymond has fought a guy like Abraham, right? Like, yeah, he's fought a guy like Nick Ball, short, tough, throws a ton of punches. He's fought other tough guys and stuff. But Abraham, it's different when you have heavy hands coming at you at a really, really fast speed. You know what I mean? Like Abe doesn't throw as much as Ball. Not a lot of fighters do, but Abraham throws gas, and he throws them fast. And those two dynamics are different in there. You got punchers, you got fast guys, but when you have that hybrid of a puncher and a speed guy, yeah, it can be tricky. So I could definitely see that being an issue for Ray. I mean, you got to worry about Abraham's bombs, but at the same time, he's not going to really see them. Abraham comes fast and he comes in combination, and he got that same athleticism that Raymond has. So don't get me wrong, I'm not shooting down Ray. The motherfucker can fight, and he's really skilled and sharp, and we want him to have all the good credit. We want to give him all the good credit before the fight, because when Abe wins, we don't want to say that we beat a nobody. We're beating a real guy. We're coming hot. So Abraham's definitely bringing that special hybrid of speed and power that I don't know if Ray has seen it. He's fought good fighters. I just don't know if Ray has seen it. And Abe's a big boy. Ray's a little guy at 126. You know what I mean? So it's definitely interesting if you look at it that way.
how is training camp? And as far as how long have you took for you guys to be in Saudi Arabia? Do you feel like it's enough time to be acclimated for Saturday?
Training camp was good. I mean, we had some little hiccups, but we was able to bypass that. I initially bought my own ticket and came earlier. I went to Dubai, so I've been out here for roughly 13 days already to get acclimated. So like I said, I take this thing serious. This is my career. Um,
Good for you.
when a fighter invests in himself, they believe in themselves. So um, yeah, I came in earlier. I brought my team with me, and we've been here since.
Wow, wow, that's awesome. The reason why I say about how is training camp, and I know you talked about a little bit about the hiccups, but at this moment in time, punch volume. Do you feel like that could be a big success due to the fact of the pressure of what Nick Ball was able to do? I mean, yeah. Do you feel like as far as the conditioning is concerned, when it comes down to probably throwing as many punches that have you thrown in your career to a Ray Savage to get the victory? I mean, yeah, and that in that sense, like, do you feel like when you look at the Nick Ball film, did you look at the Nick Ball film? And if you did, is that something that you feel like you could take some things from there, add to this fight?
Well, me and Nick Boy are two different type of fighters.
Yep.
I don't think I throw has enough punches as Nick Ball. But like Mark stated, when I do punch, it comes fast and it comes hard. So
Hmm.
probably 10 punches that Nick Ball throws, I only got to throw 4 of them, and I think it's equivalent to that. Uh, like they're two different styles. Um, I'm a lot bigger, a lot stronger, and I've been in this position before, and I'm ready, to show the world what I'm about.
Who do you feel like has probably the better feet in the fight?
Feet
Yeah, feet,
out of me and
feet.
him.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'll find out.
Yeah, Ray's not a big mover. I don't know. Ray don't really move
that's
so
why. That's
much.
why I asked.
Yeah, he kind of hangs in the pocket a little bit. Yeah,
Definitely
he's not.
does.
Yeah, we're not gonna find him. I don't feel like we have to find him. He's there to be touched. So, um, yeah, we'll see.
You feel like you're gonna have to take it to him?
Yeah, yeah.
Abe takes it to people. That's what he does.
Yeah, you guys know how I fight. I
Yeah,
mean,
he just
like,
brings it.
yeah, I mean, so if I gotta take it to him, and if I don't, I don't. But what I mean, most likely, I am gonna take it to him. I mean, so
Yeah. Yeah. With that Nick Ball fight, Nick Ball brought the physical pressure, being all on him, hanging on Ray, hitting him all over the place. Abe's, Abe's gonna bring the mental pressure. I mean, there's a mental pressure in this game where if you blink, something hard and fast is coming your way. That takes mental, that will give you mental anxiety. So maybe, Abraham's not going to be in Ray's chest like Nick was. Just because stylistically they're not the same, but the mental pressure is going to be there. Ray knows if he fucks up once, night night. So the different type of pressure I think Abraham's going to bring.
Wow. Why should people tune in this Saturday?
because Supernova's back. I mean, they want to see a star. They want to see a star on TV.